Hello everybody, welcome to episode 8 of Building the Hunger Games Land and Ride in Theme Park Tycoon 2 Roblox. Let's get straight into it. We got a 17-minute and 40-second video for you today. I am treating you guys today with the biggest and most impactful building for the Hunger Games Land, which is the food court. Yeah, this is a pretty big building, and yeah, it's pretty repetitive as well, but I cut a lot of it out because I ran out of storage space when recording this video. But before we get into it, please like and subscribe if you want more videos like this. I would sincerely appreciate it. So when copying and pasting this window, I had to move the actual window out of the way because I couldn't get to the background, the black background. And that was annoying. I remember that being annoying. Anyways, let's just kind of get into the building. So this is actually based off of a real building. It's called, I can't say it. It's in French. It's Ivory-sur-Seine, I think. And it's a suburban apartment complex close to Paris. And honestly, I knew I was going to do this building when I first saw it in the films, because it's the part where they get, I think like sludge gets attacked. I don't know, like black sludge kind of pours out of pipes and tries to kill them. Them being Katniss and Peeta and everything like that. And it says here, this film set is a brutalist social housing suburban area close to Paris. I was right. In the movie, the area showcases one of the capital's neighborhoods. Moreover, this was also the place where Tigris, a former Hunger Games stylist, provided a refugee to the rebel. Right? Okay. I don't think the person that wrote this is a little bit American. Anyways. So we are now doing the second kind of style of window, which is kind of similar to like not Green Gods. What am I saying? Ministry of Magic, like windows where all the typing people are and all that jazz. And that's kind of on purpose, because if you were here a few videos ago, you know I went to Epic Universe Team Ripper Preview, which I'll never shut up about, by the way. I'll never shut up about that. I went to that because that was an unreal experience. But yeah, when I was building this, it kind of reminded me of the large Ministry Magic show set in the line. And it's kind of around the same height, I would say. Like, compared to my character, it's maybe a little bit shorter than what this building is. And I'm also adding this checkerboard pattern floor, which will also kind of make the seats checkerboard like. You'll see when I actually do it. And then also to the right there of the building, there's going to be a little line for the actual food, so there's no overcrowd or overkill for the workers. So it's going to be kind of like a Chipotle styled grab and go type of thing, where you go down the line with an employee and then they check you out. And I actually made a full menu. So instead, in the real life building, where you would order your food is actually a staircase down, as you can see, but I'm actually just gonna make it a giant window, so you can order your food like Chipotle or Panda Express or something along those lines. And I have the menu right here. It's called Capital Lux. Lux. Capital in CAPITAL, like money, like they're making money. It's not because I spelled capital wrong. Totally not. And so the menu there's sizes, so you can either get a bowl for $9.99. That's just like a bowl of food where you can get 2-3 toppings. You can get a plate, which is a little bit more separated, or you could get a board, which could probably feed around 2 people for $14 too, that's pretty good price in theme park pricings. Tax not included, by the way. Very tiny at the bottom. Or $40 for a feast. This is like 4 plates of food, and it's $40, so it's a little bit of an upcharge, but it's good for those kiddos, for the families out there, you know. And so some of the appetizers go as followed: peacock feathered canapes, delicate pastries. I'm really close to the mic, I'm sorry. Delicate pastry shells filled with gold-dusted caviar, truffle-infused cream cheese, and edible flower petals. A lot of this has edible flower petals, just to give color, honestly. The next thing is blushing rose petal salad, a fresh green, I'm not doing this menu well. Fresh greens with candied rose petal, pomegranate seeds, and champagne vinaigrette. And finally, for the appetizers, we got neon glimmer sushi, which sounds actually disgusting now that I'm saying it, like neon sushi. But it is a capital-styled sushi infused with bioluminescent ingredients, served with glowing citrus soy sauce, which kind of sounds good, like a citrusy soy sauce. Okay, get into it. Right now, I'm just placing the cash registers, and I added in all those menus so you know what you're getting. And I'll start kind of the actual, like, where they dish out the food in front of you in just a little bit. Moving on in the menu, though, we got the main courses: the venison royal, a decadent venison fillet, slow roasted with capital herbs. Jesus, it's 12:19 a.m. right now. Give me a break. Served with caramelized peaches and a red wine reduction. Next, we have dragon fire prawn pasta. If you want that little bit of carbs instead of the meat, you got the carbs, the pasta. A saffron infused pasta with grilled prawns tossed in a fiery habanero cream sauce and topped with gold flakes. Licking my fingers, that sounds so good. Next up, we have Mockingay's Delight wild mushroom. This is the vegetarian option, by the way. This one and the gnocchi. Not gnocchi. See, I have a problem where like I read out the whole word, but it's not like dyslexia where like the words get flipped around. It's just like I read the full word out. I'm just cool like that. Anyways, a wild mushroom moscato infused with capital truffle oil, plated with crispy lotus root and edible violets. Like I said, we got a lot of those edible flowers. I'm adding a little line there, and you can see where it goes into, and there's going to be a little bit of grass greenery there. Moving on, we have Swan's Elegance, slow poached duck breast in a honey lavender glaze, served with a side of sugared fig compote, I'm pretty sure. And then we have the ivory truffle gnocchi, handmade gnocchi infused with black truffle, tossed in a velvety white truffle cream sauce and sprinkled with shaved parmesan. That sounds delicious. Moving on, we have our specialty beverages, of course. First up, it's $7.99 plus tax. Just remember that. But first up, we have Effie's Effervescent Elixir, a sparkling gold drink with elderflower liquor and edible pearls. And actually, when I do build out the drink where they serve the drinks, like you'll see where the gold is and where the next one, the Victor's Toast, is going to be more like beer, just more, more chill. A shiny drink with edible silver flakes and a floating sugar crown. I say chill, and then yeah, that's what it's gonna be like. And then finally, the one that sounds the best to me, I'm just gonna say it sounds the best: Neon Nectar, a vibrant capital drink made with tropical fruit juices spiked with an electrifying citrus spirit and served in a glass that changes colors as you sip. It doesn't get much better than that. Like, it really doesn't. So I think my order would be for appetizer. Say if I'm getting a plate, I would get the salad, because neon sushi sounds gross. I'll get the blushing rose petal salad. And then for my main course, I would probably get either the dragon fire prawn pasta or Mockingay's Delight. I'm just a mushroom boy. I do like my mushrooms. And then for my drink, I would get that neon nectar. And I'm making actually the neon nectar right now, where it gets served from. You see the neon kind of dripping out, and a little bit, I add a little dot of detail there, so it looks like it just got used. And also at the bottom of the menu, it says, remember, luxury is a right, not a privilege, which I just looked up like capital sayings, and that seemed to fit, and I thought, hey, they might as well let you know. And one thing I'm really excited to do and get started on in the next few episodes is the little details, where it's like I have a bunch of posters planned out to scatter around and just to make the land more alive. I'm excited for that. A lot of talking. We're 11 minutes in. So I'm just adding in this garden with the roses and all that, kind of symbolizing, yet again, President Snow's rose fetish. Just doing that. And yeah, it's going to be quite a place to eat. A lot of cover too, because the seating is like the ones with the umbrella seats, so they're all closed, so you can see the actual building, but you can imagine it when most of them are open. It's going to be nice and shaded, and you got this big building, and you feel like in this part you kind of feel like you're in the middle of the Capitol. And I'm also going to scatter around forced perspective buildings in the background to make it look like the city kind of keeps on going forever. And yeah, that's kind of my plans for the rest of this land. I'm just gonna finish up the right side of the land, make the entrance sign, create the mini model of the city, and then we finish the ride. And I've been kind of deciding I'm probably gonna cut a lot of the ride out of this series until the POV comes out. If you're new here, my channel mainly revolved around POV style of videos, and now I'm kind of spreading out into this, what you're listening to now. And just right now I'm creating the extended queue for the food. And there's going to be a bunch of propaganda posters and some Easter eggs, like the Katniss in one of the book posters. I kind of clipped one of those and I put it in there. And actually the author of the illustration of that is called Nico, which is I think that's kind of funny, and it's a little Easter egg within an Easter egg. So yeah, I also want to make one of those videos where it's like top 10 little details you would never notice in Nicos Studios, or just things you wouldn't find in the park, because there's a lot of that which I haven't gone through when I did the full tour, because I was very new to this. That was like 2 months ago, and I feel like already you can see, if you watch that video to now, I've gotten a lot better at talking without saying yeah, you get the point. You get what I'm saying. And off camera, I did actually make a Disney underground style of pathway system for the employees, quote unquote, me, because it's a second story building for the second level of the park, and it's just gonna be easier for me to run away and hide from my friends and stuff when I build. Just kidding, I'm just kidding. Anyways, you can see that golden nectar drink, and you see the royal victors, and this is a fun little detail I'm putting in now. This was something I was thinking of putting in, and then I just did. Kind of a throwback to the first Hunger Games, where Katniss scores an 11, which I watched a TikTok, and apparently no one has ever scored an 11. No one has ever scored an 11 in the Hunger Games, so when she scored an 11, it was kind of like, oh shoot, ooh, y'all are in trouble. So like she shoots an arrow in the pig's head, or through the apple of the pig. So there's the apple and there's the pig, and I kind of make him look sad and like he doesn't want to get roasted, and every minute it sets on fire for like 15 seconds and then smokes, smoldering. So his ears are back, he's all sad. And honestly, if this was real life, or if we had the opportunity to make like animatronics in this game and like things kind of move around, I would have its head move around when it's catching on fire, just because I'm morbid like that. You can see me putting in those effects right there, and you see it in the final cinematics of the video, which is coming up. We're coming up to it, but let's just finish this little detail. You can even see like some of the scoopers are all different. Well, not some, they're all differently placed, just like in real life. Make that a little bit shorter just so it doesn't look worse. And this is where I start running out of ideas. I'm kind of just like, I'll just put some bowls here, and I'll put a chopping board over there. And yeah, I kind of just ran out of ideas for what I should do. But we are starting the final thing I built in this video, which is the actual seating, which is a little bit interesting. Each seat is a different shape. I thought that would be kind of intriguing to choose which shaped seat you would. Yeah. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. We are going to be ending off pretty much right now. Like I said, please like and subscribe for more, and I am so excited to get that POV out for you guys. But here we go. Here's the cinematics. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I was a little bit too late. That's alright. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.